2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Jaguars very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was not free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some room to run now. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 12-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Jet sweep. Here comes Marshall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On the stick.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it lines have been complete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Charger drive about to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is a counter play. Eckler. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Luke Farrell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Eckler, they run left side. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well. And
that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a give running left is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Eckler now between the tackles. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So this will be a win.